beautiful spring day here in Sweden. It's rich bird life here. So I just wanna start this channel and say hello, welcome, thank you for watching, for coming here. I want to share about things like our conditionings, meditation, the way to freedom, the way of truth, love, peace, bliss. It's all in you, it's all inside of you, ready to be discovered, ready to be reclaimed. But we have been trained and programmed to be motivated by fear, to try to control, to try to force, and this is not the way of nature. And we have forgotten that. We have forgotten the way of nature, our own natural flow. And this is the way to come back to this is by relaxation, by being empty, by not following the mind. The mind is not a good guide, it's a good tool, but your intuition is a perfect guide. And how to listen to your intuition? Well, first you have to learn to discern what is intuition and what is ego, what is not, you know. And theoretically it's very easy, and it is very easy. But with a lot of mental noise and identifications with false, with what is not you, it becomes a bit complex. So that's why meditation is difficult for many people, because their minds are complex. Their identifications are many and confused. So we have been trained to identify with so many things that is not us, that is not real, that is not true. We have learned to believe so many things that are not true. And this is forming our lives, this is shaping us in and our worlds. No, we have learned when we come to school, we learn how to spell, we learn language, but we don't understand the power of it. We don't learn how to use it consciously. We learn how to use it unconsciously against ourselves. Because of what is popular today, how to use language is very poor. It's very negative. And it's very much against our own nature. And our own nature, the nature is perfect, it's harmonious, it's spontaneous and free. You cannot control nature, but this is what humanity is trying to do. Or those who are training us to become like this, egoistic creatures with desire to control everything and take over everything. It's very aggressive. Humanity is showing itself very aggressive, and this is the program. It's not our nature to be like this. But we have been kind of tricked, really. Like, we come into school, we learn language, we learn spells, know how to spell, and this really, it is what it sounds like. It is magic. Even you can look up the etymology of the word grammar and of spell, or glamorous, or chanting, enchanted. It's a lot, and we can also see. I'm not gonna go into that now. And there is so much to talk about these conditionings that we have, because this conditionings, this programming, it's in the way of us being free, being spontaneous, and we have lost that spontaneity because we have learned to be motivated by fear. Like, we want to be accepted and included. You can remember from school, you want to be accepted and included, because otherwise you become an outcast, and that makes it way harder to go through that period in school. And this school system is just terrible. We learn so much unnecessary stuff, and we learn really to be unconscious magicians, to be unconscious creators, creating our own prisons. And we could be learning how to create a life that we love. And that's what I want to help everybody with. And I'm helping myself with that, and I'm learning a lot and discovering so many things that I just want to share. And this is what this channel is for: sharing what I discover, sharing my insights, my understanding, my perspective, because I understand it is valuable. And it is valuable not only for me to share my perspective, but everybody, because we have different perspectives. And when we take part of these different perspectives, we expand our view, our understanding of this world, of what we are living in, and what we are as a human being, or we can say as a spiritual being having a human experience, which is a total shift from the normal way we put it, like we are human beings having spiritual experiences. It's a bit backwards, and it changes the whole thing. You can feel it for yourself, because that takes away that fear of death, because we are beyond that. We are more than this physical form. We are more than this that comes and goes. We are constant. We are that consciousness, that awareness that sees this whole thing happening, the changes, just as in you. Okay, let's do this, a little experiment, a little exercise. So you have changed a lot, since you were a kid, since you were very young. You have changed so much, right? But there is something that hasn't changed. And what is that? What is that hasn't changed? That awareness, that consciousness that has seen all this change, that has experienced all this change, that recognizes all this change, that hasn't changed. So this is like the I and the I, like we have these two I am, and that's like the being, and now we have this I mind. I want, I need. And these phrases we're gonna go deeper into later in other episodes. Just keep with me, hit the subscribe button, give a like if you like what you have heard so far, so I can come and talk more to you, because we're just starting, and we're gonna build this up together. We will create conversations, we will create community, that we can grow together, and together we are way more powerful than we are alone. And I'm not saying you're not powerful alone. You are powerful beyond what you know. You don't know how powerful you are, but we have learned to think that we're not. We have learned to think that we are small, insignificant, or we are very significant and special, but it's still that separation. And when we come more in unity, in community, we become way stronger. Way stronger. Just like I might want to create something, but I'm not good at every little thing that has to be done for this creation to happen. I might be very good at some things, but then if I had a team, some people are very good at the things I'm not so good at. Oh my God, what we could create. If I'm like doing exactly what I love, I'm doing this, I'm talking, I'm doing the video, but I don't like editing so much. And then I find someone who really likes editing my videos. Perfect. Then I find someone who wants to help me market it. And maybe I love marketing, but to have another one to ball the ideas with, to channel together, to build up this energy together and gain way more clarity and insight and understanding about what is and what works and everything. It's a whole other level. So actually I am open to like reach out to me if you have some skill that you think I would benefit from. Feel free to reach out, and also leave a comment if there's something about this video that you would do differently, that you would change, because I'm just starting here. I don't know really how this is gonna look in the future, and I want to create good content. I want this to be able to be shared, to have some quality. You know, that's why I'm buying this mic. That's why I'm like sitting here doing this in a nice sunset situation, because I want some quality, right? So if you can help me bring more quality into this creation, I'd be very happy, very grateful. And yeah. And if you like this content, if you also want truth, freedom, to be natural again, to be relaxed and enjoy life while it lasts, because life is not forever. If you want to just live life free and beautifully, create a life that is beautiful, follow. We're gonna do this together, and I love this stuff, no? So I'm getting new insights and inspiration all the time, and creativity flows through, and I want to share it. And if you like to listen now, you will like to listen later, because it's only gonna get better. Trust that. And with that, I'm gonna stop, but trust is such an important key, and I will talk about this more in the next episode. So stay tuned, hit the subscribe, like, and I see you next time. Thank you very much. Peace.